So we're going to shift gears again. I know you've touched on this when you talked about career, but I want you to, now I have to put this disclaimer here that we're using their experiences. They are not immigration consultants or experts, but we believe that by the time you hear their stories, there are one or two things that our viewers would learn from and then imbibe. Because when you said that you got a job in Canada whilst in India, that was like, wow, that is something else, So talking about career pursuit, when eventually you were done with school, how did you find the job market? So I would put it against this backdrop, because these days people say don't come to Canada because there are no jobs. So was that your experience?
No, I would say totally no.
Right.
Yes, it is difficult, but it's not how people make it sound like, oh, it's doomed, you can't find job. No, it's not at all like that. There are some things that you have to like be ready when you move to a country, which circles back to what Abhishek initially said: do your research thoroughly before moving to the country, because every decision you make, again, it's like all the thoughts we've been talking about, they're linked. Every decision you make, you're accountable for it, and if you're accountable for it, you must make sure that the next stone that you're stepping on is not a fake stone.
Right.
It's a stone that you can, it's a sure stone that you can actually step and maintain your balance on. Of course, you can't make all the decisions right. You're not God, right? You will make mistakes, but being cautious and being aware of how things are going is very important. Secondly, you need to be clear on your goals. So if the goal is immigration or like settling in the country, right, then your mindset should be, okay, am I willing to, the best case would be a job that helps you in the immigration, but is also a career job, a job that takes you further ahead in your career. But if you are not able to find that, then you have to choose either one. Either you go further ahead in your career, so in case immigration doesn't go well for you, you at least have enough experience that you can go back to your home country, and then you can still, you're not starting as a fresher all over again.
Yeah, it will set you up.
It set you ahead. Or you entirely focus on immigration and do whatever job you think would take you to getting your immigration settled, and then you can do. For me personally, it worked out with immense grace of God, and all things aligning in right times. I think I met right people at right times, and everything was falling in place. But I guess this happens to a lot of people who are actually putting themselves out there. It's not just sheer luck. It's not sheer luck. I promise it's not sheer luck. I have had my own breakdowns. I've felt lonely. I've felt what am I doing with my life kind of moments. I think every immigrant at some point has gone through that phase, no matter how well they're doing in their life, right?
True. Yeah.
But there is, it's an absolute no if somebody says like there are entirely no jobs on the market. Absolutely no. It's impossible. Either you have to expand, like I was not confining myself to Kitchener or Waterloo or Cambridge just because I have education in that particular area, right, in that KWC area. Right. I was open to even moving out of Ontario. I was even applying jobs in New Brunswick.
Oh, wow.
It's like it's colder than Saskatchewan.
Oh, wow.
Right? So I was applying everywhere and anywhere. And yes, if you want to stay in certain professions, then of course you have to find where's the IT hub, where's the finance hub. You have to find those things so you can target more jobs. But of course, patience is one thing, and then constant applications and strategic. Yes, networking, and like not just putting your one resume and just like applying for 100 jobs a day.
Right.
See what they want, see the job description, read it, what they're looking for. If they're looking for an IT engineer, for example, you putting your food industry experience doesn't help you at all. Take it off and put some good, describe your IT experience more. You know, you don't have to fake it. You just have to describe it in a way that you are actually telling them what's relevant to them. So people just try quantifying the number of applications. Like I've done XYZ number of applications, but I've not got a single interview. But how many of those applications were actually qualitative? Did you sit down and make the cover letter? Did you make sure that you know, if you end up getting an interview call right away, are you prepared what the company does? Are you prepared to show them that you're genuinely interested in working for them? Like all those things, every single step counts. Fantastic. Before saying no.
Yeah, that's such a good answer. That's such a good answer.
And I, just to add on, and repeating the same thing, she mentioned about cover letter. Well, cover letters and resumes are quite important, like really important. Should be like, you know, I had helped plenty of my friends tailoring their resumes, and I would advise everyone to tailor your resume based on the job you are applying, rather than, you know, and as she mentioned, it should be qualitative rather than, you know, quantitative. Like you're, well, it's good to apply, but what are you saying? Ultimately, it's more about how you are selling yourself, right? How you are presenting yourself in front of an employer, and that employer definitely have some specific needs, and they are looking for some, you know, niche kind of people who can actually be helpful to them, right? To that job. So how you present yourself, well, no experience is bad. It is more about how you present yourself. So presentation is quite important.
I totally agree with that.
Particularly when you have transferable skills, you can always describe what skill you used in one type of job in another kind of job, as long as you have that experience.
Right.
Just like you had customer service experience, and that can sell in any kind of position you want to apply for, because customer relationship and service is part of customer customer service,
customer care,
and sales kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. And I am the one that shifts all the gears, so I'm shifting gears now again. And what you said about the job market was right on point. I would ask a question, because I know if I pronounce it, I won't pronounce it the right way. How do you say love in Hindi?
Punjabi.
In Hindi.
How do you say it?
Same. I believe in Punjabi and Hindi. Pyar.
Pyar.
So we want to talk about PR now.
PR or pyar?
Not
Pyar. No, pyar.
So you've come into this country, you've gone through the schooling system, you've enjoyed the independence, you've networked with people, you have more roommates now that, you know, all by yourself. So what is the dating pool like? Is it easy to find love in Canada, or is it's a tight circle?
Well, it depends upon what you're actually looking for. If you are, again, it's my own experience. Like I have my own experience saying like whatever people say about job market is entirely false. But then there can be a lot of people which entirely disagree. So exactly like that. I feel if you're looking for a sincere commitment that goes up to a level of marriage, it's harder to find that sort of a person. And it's easier to find people looking for dating, because what immigration or like being an immigrant does to you is you at some point feel lonely, and that the FOMO, that the feeling of being left out, and all your friends are dating, or all of them are married, or like they've already reached to the next phase, and if you are the one, or not all, but most of your friends have reached to the next phase, and you're a step behind, not there yet, you kind of feel left out. So just to cover that feeling of gap, people enter the dating pool through all sorts of apps and trying to meet new people and everything, but then it depends upon, I guess there are a lot of people available who would like to date, but not most of the fish in the pond are not ready for commitment, as the women say. As the women say.
There are fish, but not ready for commitment.
Yeah. There are fish, but not the right fish. But I guess it's a women's perspective, because we are the one who are looking for stability outside, because we are the one who are not going to stabilize things. And also, I guess it also depends upon what sort of culture you've been you've grown up in, and what sort of things, like people have a lot of progressive mindset, like having a 50-50 relationship even in marriage, where the husband and the wife are taking 50% of the finances, right? But I guess for me personally, when someone's bringing the stability, then it gets harder to find, because everyone's somehow struggling.
Yeah, and I feel because it's such a rich mix of different cultures, sometimes you might find somebody you like, but you're not on the same page culture-wise.
Yes.
And that throws a lot of issues into the relationship. You're saying A, the person is saying B, and over time things just gets really. So you are a man, because she said that's the woman's perspective. What has been your experience? I like your smile, by the way.
Like, it's really hard. I don't know what to answer, but I'll try my best. Well, I don't know. Like, I haven't used any kind of dating apps so far, and I'm not against it, but I'm not that much, because few of my friends have used and they haven't had success and good, time investment, I would also say, because again, I feel that relationship is more about your commitment, your investment, and you are actually investing a lot.
Right.
Starting with your time, which is quite crucial when you are an immigrant, because you are building your things here and you have to stabilize all those parts. Apart from that, I would say then, you start thinking about long term. That means you are investing your emotions.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I would say I completely agree with her. Okay.
We're old school people.
Yes.
So are you actually considering maybe going to India to get a better half, or staying back here to get, because we have lots of, the Indian community is very wide. And so are you particularly about looking into your same nationality person, or you don't mind getting in relationship or dating somebody outside your nationality?
Well, I don't know, to be honest. Like,
Because you are the guy, most times you go fishing.
Yeah, that's
So you make a decision.
all the
what you
fishes are
kind
in the
of
water,
want.
different colors and different types.
my perspective is a little bit different. It's like, I'm a little bit more into my culture thing. Okay. So I personally feel I will be feeling more connected to the person who definitely knows about the culture, about the things, right? Way of life, right? Rather than everyone has different opinion, but my opinion. But yes, one of the things is, and I would like to be like, I have thought about it. I would not prefer finding someone who is back home and bringing her here. Why? Because I'm so sorry again if it's quite offensive to anyone, but it's my completely personal opinion, that I feel that I may have to restart my journey in telling her everything from scratch, and then I will be getting those 5 years back and helping her out to build up, right? And again, it's not about work. It's not only about work, it's more about adjusting in the country, because that person will be quite new, and I will be on the phase where I'm, she might not have seen that much struggle which I have already seen, right? So I would be starting from scratch with her, rather than going up. So that's my personal. So I would prefer looking for someone here, right? But again, I'm a little bit little bit old school guy. I prefer not using dating apps.
Waiting for the pigeon.
You're gonna do the conventional way. You see somebody he likes and reach out
I
to the
know, and again, it's still down to this old school thing. In our own time, you see a girl, you walk up to the girl, and you chat the girl up.
No, he's waiting. He's waiting for a pigeon and tie a message and. It's a very romantic thing in Punjab.
Yeah, I would like to hear myself. I would like to know.
It's such a filmy thing. It's a filmy thing. It's just there are some dialogues and things just that movies make famous, right? There are certain fantasies that movies make famous. So it's just a thing that you would tie a message on the feed, on the pigeon, and the pigeon
send this to your lover, to the girl you like.
Well, that's romantic. I must
Definitely try to write letters.
What if the girl kills the pigeon?
No, not the pigeon. I'm not talking about pigeon here.
The pigeon can only fly in summer.
Oh, okay.
Another thing. So no love for you in the winter.
I can take help of Canada Post and I can write down the letter, handwritten letters, Those people can be my pigeon.
And what if Canada Post goes on strike? Then your love life suffers. Now she's writing all the frustrated letters and fighting over a letter.
That's a good one. We do. I may use something else, but
I'm just gonna do something funny because you're single, she's single. You're really close friends. You seem to get along. So what's waiting?
She's waiting for the pigeon.
Okay. So
no.
I always say that I know about him too much to actually like him in that way, I guess, right?
The same goes with me as well.
Why you're so besties sometimes, you're like, no, I like you as a friend. We are so good together, but maybe not as a spouse.
That's fine. We would like to set boundaries, maybe, like that. So I think, I don't know. Again, I don't have any answer.
It's just I don't know. It just never happened. Yeah. Although, fun fact, our friendship actually started from noble causes. Mm-hmm. Right. I was very actively working in NGOs that they work for various reasons, but he used to do. So I was always iron deficient, like most of the women. So I used to motivate healthy individual, that not influence them, but motivate them, because some of them would have like certain dilemmas and questions and things. And he used to donate blood a lot of times. So I guess that's how our friendship started. And then it just kept going, almost it's going to be a decade, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah,
but she has been really good motivator, I would say, in terms of helping people out, for sure. I have seen her in few phases, I would say, good and bad times. But yes, she has been quite a good motivator, and I definitely got inspired when I have to, because here's the thing, I used to look for people, because my blood group is a little bit rare, I would say. So I used to look for people whom I can directly help, rather than donating to a blood bank where it gets stored and you never know, someone sells and all that stuff, which it happens a lot in back home, right? So that's why through her NGO, I was able to find right people, and I was able to donate to the right people. And I know that my blood is going to her.
Yeah.
That was one of the things, and that's why we met. So
I've been sucking life out of him ever since
sucking blood as well.
Ever since I know him.
Yeah, in a good way.
Okay, so we're going to move away from this sensitive topic, because I noticed that the man doesn't want to say everything, but it's all good. So I know you mentioned something about the path to citizenship earlier on. And when you talked about when you're looking for job, are you looking for job towards immigration and relocating and stability? Or you're looking for job just to fill up time? So what has that journey been for you, the journey to citizenship? Has it been all roses and flowers, or it has been something else?
Well, I'm still in that journey, honestly. citizenship is like little further away goal yet. I'm in the process of my permanent residency. He is already a permanent resident. I guess he can answer that citizenship portion.
Oh yeah, sure. Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you want to continue?
Yeah, but I guess my journey from a student up till here hasn't been all roses, but definitely a thorny rose that keeps pricking a lot of times. But I guess that's the beauty of the journey. If everything's smooth in it, there are no peaks and dips.
Right.
That is what makes you confident. Once you get there, you've actually acquired so much of experience, so much of like skills, even not just the working skills, like real life skills, like adaptability, having an innate confidence that you can always start from scratch. Like all the different situations that are going on in the world, if everything falls apart, I can still start from scratch. Yeah.
This country actually make your mindset like that and especially when you are a student and when you're building your life and you have started all your journey from scratch again in this country, you get that mindset that okay, whatsoever happens, if something bad happens, if I have to start from scratch, I will do that. I have to do that.
Yeah, you've proven yourself once, you can prove yourself
Again, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
coming back to the permanent residency thing, I would say yes, it's not full of flowers for sure. A lot of thorns, but yes, there are certain things everyone, like if someone is coming to Canada, before coming to Canada, yes, research is important. Side by side, they should have a full-time job back in their home country. They should learn the things. They should know the skill sets. During your permanent residency or when you are applying for your permanent residency application, your back home experience counts as well. If you have 1 year of experience, 2 years, 3 years, you get certain points. That I also claimed. I had 2 years of experience back home, which I gathered during that COVID phase. Rather than sitting idle, I decided to work. So those 2 years, actually, the points I gathered alongside my other things, it actually added up in my application. So I had really good points at last, which actually helped me to get into this. So again, it's quite important to gather that experience, but that experience should be quite aligned to your career path. Like generally, if you are planning to get permanent residency ever, if your ultimate goal is before even coming to Canada, your goal is to get a permanent residency, you should start preparing yourself, start your applications from day one. And yeah.
I'd like to actually add something here. I just want to say, whoever watches this and is in that phase of moving towards citizenship or permanent residency, be patient. I know it's easier said than done, but be patient. Give yourself the grace that you give everybody else. And don't panic, because there every now and then the rules keep changing, the immigration plans keep changing. They close some programs, they open some programs. Stay updated. That news is supposed to update you, not supposed to give you anxious feelings or make you completely panic that I was taking this direction and now I have nowhere to go. And when you start that journey, try for bigger pools like express entry pools and other stuff. Do not narrow down your things to just like an SINP, because there would be some professions that would qualify for that, but then if at some point they pause that program, then you are not able to qualify points for bigger programs. So try to be part of the bigger pools, and then whatever comes with the smaller pools or like smaller programs, because they have different quotas for different things. So being aware of those numbers, being aware of those things should make you strategic, not give you panic and not give you anxiety. I guess that's the way to go.
Yeah. To add on, Canadian government is quite, I would say, they're quite good towards immigrant. I would say they have a lot of pathways, lot of good pathways for professionals. They have provincial programs. They have then federal programs, as she was mentioning about bigger pools. Those federal programs qualify for that. Then they have I would say some remote programs as well. So it's more about exploring various pathways. But there is always a question. A caution is that please do not fall for your profile might be different than your friend.
Yeah.
Please don't focus on what your friend says.
Right.
Yeah.
Consult a genuine and a random YouTube video says, okay, or me, okay. But consult consult a lawyer, consult an expert, an IRCC designated lawyer who is gonna actually help you out to explore the pathways. So yeah, and get that career oriented job, the job which you always want to do. Always focus on getting that in a good way, for sure. Yeah.
So I'm going to wrap up with one question, because the way we started, we were asking, is this still worth the hype in 2026? So have you achieved your Canadian dream as of 2026?
I would say yes, for sure. I do have, because I would say I got my permanent residency last year itself. It's not only about permanent residency, it is more about where I am in my career. And as I mentioned initially as well, that I researched it, I planned my things, and I'm quite grateful to the Almighty who has showered His love, and definitely shown me a right path.
Yeah.
But definitely, I think there was a lot of efforts, lot of hard work involved too. So yes, I would say yes. I have to.
Okay, over to you, Charandip.
I guess my definition of Canadian dream has really evolved when I actually started thinking about this journey. And by the time I'm actually here living that dream, the definition has actually changed a lot. Earlier, it was just confined to having permanent residency. Now it is like the way of living, as small as clean air and fresh water, and as big as a comfortable life, a life where you can make your own decisions, where you can do things by your own terms, and you don't have to think about, oh, I have to think about this and this and this, and what would that person say, what would that relative say, and all those things. You tend to get tangled in all those feelings when you're brought up in very close knit families. But then at some point you realize that everybody goes their way, and you have to live your life, good or for bad. So I guess in that term, yes. But as I said, my residency is still in progress, and God willing, I hope to get it soon.
God willing. And that's the beautiful thing about Canada. You come in one way, and over time you find that some certain nuances about you change. I remember when we first came, my thermostat used to be at 30. Because I was coming from a warm country, we came in the winter, so I would take the temperature all the way to 30. I remember when I told my colleagues then that my house is 30. Yeah, they were like, your house is 30? I said yes, because I'm coming from 35. But now I find that 20, I'm good.
Yeah.
Days when you have like -2 or -1, you're like, oh, nice weather. And I'm like, oh, is that me? Is that me? So it's a beautiful country and with lots of opportunities. I want to believe that our viewers, you have heard some things that will help you in your planning if you're coming to Canada, or if you're thinking, do I still believe in this whole immigration thing? So don't give up. As you can see, it's a work in progress, and enjoy the journey as it goes. So final word, Abhishek, is yours again.
Everything, like it was really good conversation, I would say, for sure. Yeah, and a lot of learnings here. Start with when you land, start building networks, start start that reference networking process. Alongside that, come up with some good skills and be adaptable. It's okay. It's like, and be patient, as she mentioned already, Charan, that you have to be calm. You have to be quite patient. Everything is gonna take place in right direction, right time. You just have to wait. You have to just keep on moving to the right path, whatsoever you are doing. Okay, but don't lose hope.
That's true. Very important.
Yeah.
Jayandi?
I would agree with everything that Abhishek has said. And if you have stayed until now, thanks a lot for listening to us. Thank you, Izor.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for inviting us here. And be patient, whatever your journey is right now, whether you're an immigrant, student, working, if you've already received your permanent residency or citizenship, reflect back on your journey. If you're at a better place, try to assist your community with whatever experience you can give, so that other people can have a better experience than you had. It's a way of serving other people as well. And if you're already in that phase, I'd say be patient, do your networking, and start with me. Follow me on LinkedIn.
Yeah, we're gonna put their LinkedIn
Handles,
in the video, and you can follow them. And maybe if you have other questions, you can consult them. But like disclaimer, they are not immigrant consultants, so don't bother them with trying to how do I get to Canada. But if you just need some advice, I believe they will be open to help.
We would love to connect with anyone who wants to. For sure.
So my final word is, if you've been watching till this time, remember to subscribe to our channel. And we'll love our viewers, we'll love our subscribers. We want to say thank you for your support. Continue to support us with your likes and your comments. Thank you very much.
And always remember, life is for the living. We'll
Thank
see you on
you.
the next one. Bye.